Myth versus reality time. Pirates shouting yo-ho and voting like a floating parliament? Kind of. But here's the real question. How democratic were Caribbean pirates? Really? During the golden age of piracy, roughly 1650 to 1730. First, context. Burned-out sailors, ex-privateers, naval deserters who'd had enough of brutal, top-down command. Pirate democracy was a reaction, survival-driven, not ideology-driven. Think a crew of equals creating rules to avoid the same abuse they fled. So how did it work? Elected leadership. Crews voted in captains and voted them out if they disappointed. Bartholomew Black, Bart Roberts, Charles Vane shared power. The quartermaster acted like a counterweight handling discipline, loot splits, grievances, written constitutions. Pirates literally signed articles before sailing, codes everyone agreed to. Roberts' articles set voting rights, work expectations, consequences, fairer pay. Loot was divided into shares. The captain's cut was only a bit higher, not 100x, the crew proto-social security. Lose a limb? Some codes promised compensation. Brutal world, but they budgeted for injuries. On these ships, day-to-day life ran like mini-republics, way more participatory than most 17th century states. But there were limits. In battle, the captain ruled absolutely. Zero debate when cannonballs fly. Equality wasn't universal. Crews were diverse and sometimes more open than merchant ships, but race and nationality could still shape status. Not everyone chose piracy. Some captured sailors were pressured or forced into service, so much for consent. And it was small-scale and short-lived, ship-level systems, not a nation or a movement. So how common was pirate democracy? Among major Caribbean and Atlantic crews in the Golden Age, it was widespread enough to be a norm, especially on large, organized ships. Not every crew followed every rule, but the pattern shows up again and again. Why it matters. Pirates built early contractual governance at sea. Members sign, vote, and hold leaders accountable. They tested ideas we associate with workers' rights, elective leadership, transparent paychecks on power, and they sparked a lasting mythos of freedom that later cultures romanticized, even if the reality was messy. Receipts time. A general history of the pirates, 1724, Captain Charles Johnson, Bartholomew Roberts, Henry Morgan, Edward Lowe, Marcus Rediker's Villains of All Nations, Peter Leeson's The Invisible Hook. Bottom line, pirate democracy was practical, popular among crews, and powerful enough to keep order in a lawless ocean. Just don't mistake it for modern universal equality. Myth? Half true. Reality? A rough, working democracy, by and for the crew.